A bomb threat shut down a secondary school in the Borovo-Naselje quarter of the eastern town of Vukovar this morning. After a thorough search by police anti-bomb squad, an all clear was given and pupils were allowed into the building. Yesterday, dual script signs in the Latin and Cyrillic script were taken off official buildings in Vukovar, and several police officers that had failed to stop this from happening were suspended, sparking protests that ended around midnight last night. The doctor strike has entered its 22nd day, with negotiations on a collective agreement in the healthcare sector continuing. Health Minister Rajko Ostojic is expecting that the collective agreement will be signed in the coming days as talks continue. Doctors have announced they would hold a protest in the centre of Zagreb on Thursday if no agreement is reached during today's talks. University students are also protesting, their protests being aimed against the increase of about 50% in student canteen prices that have come about as a result of new regulations. As a form of protest, the students will only be ordering cake in their canteens. Some 6,000 have joined the Give Them Cake group on Facebook. The trial of former Prime Minister Ivo Sanader in the Planinska corruption case continued today at the Zagreb County Court, with a former official of the Croatian forest state company, Božidar Longin, taking to the witness stand and speaking of the pressure he was placed under to close a deal on behalf of the company and purchase a building that he did not approve of. This was the disputed Planinska building, which was later bought by the ministry of the former agriculture minister Petar Čobanković for a much higher price than it was actually worth. It still has no wings at the moment, but soon it will have black spots added to it, and this will qualify it for the name Dalmatian, as it will resemble the well-known breed of dog. The plane is more than 80 years old, and it will once again take to the skies thanks to retired pilot Matko Raos, who's been working on it for the past 3.5 years at the Split Resnik airport hangar. Once it is fully refurbished, the plane will be one of just 7 such planes in the world that are fully functional, and the only one in Croatia, while once upon a time the Russians had built some 70,000 of these babies. Mr. Raus is hoping that the plane will fly for another 80 years now that he has put all his love and expertise into reconstructing it. And in sports, the Croatian football squad is preparing for 2 World Championship qualifiers. On Friday, the Croats will be playing Belgium in Zagreb. The last pre-match training is to be held today. And the Zadar basketball team was beaten last night for the first time this regional ABA League season. They were beaten by the home team Budućnost from Podgorica, Montenegro by a score of 90-68. And the weather for the rest of the day. Cloudy with rain in most parts of the country, Dalmatia and the Dubrovnik area to see most of the rain, much less rain in the north. Winds light in the interior, while it will gradually lose force in the open sea. Moderate southerly winds expected in the central and southern Adriatic. Sea slightly choppy, visibility reduced to less than 5 kilometers in places. Top temperatures between 17 and 20 degrees.